Hi guys, it's me Esma and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to bring a topic that literally came to me from one day to the next, and yes, but before anything, I just want to mention that I literally look like Gaga because I woke up recently, so yeah, also my face is like kind of breaking out, but like, let's not talk about that. And I'm in the living room. Usually I'm filming over there, well not usually, but like, you know, I am filming over there, and right now I'm just filming like in front of the couch, and that's like the window, so of course you guys are gonna hear like a bunch of cars, maybe planes. I don't know why, I don't even know if I live close to an airport, but anyways, that being said, also I may be sweaty, most likely am, so if you guys see any like dark spots or whatever, it's because it's hot. But yeah, anyways, on to the video. For this topic, I want to know you guys' opinions because it is something that really came to mind, like I said earlier, like from one day to the next. I feel like, I mean, I know my answer, but I would like to know you guys' opinions upon this because I've noticed that a lot of people have different opinions and different answers to the questions. But yeah, anyway, the question being, what determines someone's blackness? Now, I'm gonna leave a disclaimer. I do recognize and acknowledge that I do have a privilege for, first of all, living in Puerto Rico, and second of all, for being of a lighter skin tone. However, I don't think that because I am not going through the same things that people in the US are going through, or because I live here and because I'm not darker, I don't think that that makes me any less black than. Yes, I am mixed, and yes, I am black. So yeah, now that I have that out of the way, I'm gonna start with a little bit of a backstory. So, as you guys know, I am from the Dominican Republic. That is a pretty black people populated country. And the problem that I started to have with, first of all, being called black came from when I was in the Dominican Republic, which is pretty much a place that has a lot of colorism. Just dropping it out there. Like, it's the real truth. Like, you will never catch a black person say they're black. Like, I don't know why, it's just a thing. They may have the facial structure, they may have a dark skin tone, they may look like the typical black person, however they will not call themselves black. I don't know why. I think it's some sort of like internal racism happening, but yes, the point being, while I was over there, I never really called myself black because even though I was dark, I wasn't as dark, and so my thought was that to be black you needed to be really dark. And you know, being really dark was really bad because I don't know, you looked like a Haitian, Haitiano, I don't know how to say that in English. I think it's Haitian or Haitian, I don't even know. The point being, they have this fight with like Dominicans with Haitians. I don't know why. If you were really black, you were a Haitian, and being a Haitian is bad. And so, you know, I didn't want to be a Haitian, so you know, it's like I'm not black. And basically anyone that was really dark also denied that they were black. That being said, the people who I was around during my time in the country, I'm not saying that they were like really racist, but like a lot of colorism was in there, you know. And I'm not saying, oh, my mom, my brother, my whatever, like, no. I'm saying people in general, and by that I mean, let's say my neighbors, you know, some people within my family, random people in general. Like, I remember actually one time I was like at it wasn't really, if I'm being honest, it was a bar, but like it was not the typical bar. I don't know, it's like the type of restaurant that's a bar. Yes, I remember there was like this really dark person and this Dominican who were like really well, they were both Dominican, I'm assuming, but like one was really darker. The point being, they were arguing, and what the guy with the lighter skin tone told the guy that was darker, Haitian, and they actually started like physically fighting. Like, that's how bad it was. Back then, like I said, I didn't really like call myself black. I didn't really identify because to me, being black was bad. That's how I was being raised as over there. Now, when I came to Puerto Rico, that's when basically everything changed because that's where I pretty much discovered Disney Channel, which is where I started to learn English. But yeah, that's another video if you guys want to see that. I noticed that in Disney Channel and I believe a few other channels, there were a lot of black characters who were of different skin tones, and I believe one of the people who had my type of skin tone, maybe darker or lighter, I don't remember, because in TV and in general in the camera, your skin tone may look darker or lighter depending on the lighting and all of that. But anyways, in my perspective, the person had the same skin tone as me or something similar. And so what I was thinking, okay, that person is calling themselves black. So if they're black, why am I not? Like, why do people in my country say that I'm not black, or that people need to be darker to be black, when this guy is saying that he's black and he's kind of my same skin tone? It's not exact, you know? So that being said, I pretty much questioned my blackness, but I never really like went too deep into it. Now, just recently, actually, I saw, I believe, a show called Trinkets. I'm not sure if it's this show exactly, but like I know I saw something on Netflix that pretty much got me thinking, like, again, that resurfaced everything. So I was watching a Netflix original where one of the girls wasn't like dark skin tone, she was light skin tone, and she was black. She was questioning her blackness, and the girl literally Googled, you know, the question that I'm asking. And it got me thinking, like, wow, the people actually, they really question how black they are, no matter the type of skin tone they have, and no matter the type of experience or whatever. They really do question who they are and what they, you know, basically what determines their race or ethnicity. And I don't know, it got me thinking, like, am I really black? Because, like, she may be lighter, but she has a lot of, like, what a typical black person would look like, or what a light skin toned person would look like. And even though she was lighter, she knew she was black, and I am darker than her, I believe. The point being, it's like she actually is questioning her blackness. So, like, am I actually black? Like, I don't even know. Entonces, what I did was, like, I asked a lot of my friends, I asked basically a lot of people. And what had happened was they basically all gave me different answers. Some of them were joking or whatever, but like a lot of people gave me like different answers, which I feel like is correct, but I feel like there's more to it. Now, the purpose of the video is to ask you guys exactly what determines someone's blackness. I'm asking you genuinely to like actually know what you guys think, because if there's not a like, let's say, a straight answer, then let's hear all the answers. You know, I feel like, for example, one of them actually said that to be determined black, you need to have the hair texture, the nose shape and size, the skin tone, you need to be born in a specific country, you need to have a certain amount of privilege. It all depends on your family, your DNA, and you also need to look a certain way, which to me is kind of like, okay, it makes sense. But what if I don't have all of them? You know, like I do acknowledge I do have a big nose. My hair is, you know, pretty kinky, wild, curly. It does whatever the fuck it wants to do when it wants to do it. I don't know. You know, but like my problem is I don't have the dark skin tone. Does that mean that like I'm not black enough because of my skin tone? And also, what if I have most of, you know, the black people features or structures or whatever, yet I don't have the skin tone? Like, what if I am pale and maybe blonde, but I have a big nose? And let's say my hair texture, you know, and let's say my body or whatever determines someone to be black besides the ones that I mentioned, you know? What if I have all of that, but my skin tone does not match what a typical black person would look like? So like, does that determine that basically that I'm not black? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many questions. And, you know, like I said, I do acknowledge that I do have privilege for not being, first of all, in the United States, where it's like, people are fucking disgusting and wild over there, where like police brutality, like treating black people like shit and all that, like that's, you know, horrible. Like, I don't believe in Puerto Rico that shit happens, or at least maybe not to the extent that it happens in the US. But like, I don't know, it's just like, I feel like I would love to know people's answers or opinions upon this, because there are so many answers and none of them are wrong, but I feel like there's just like a few details that are missing. Like, yes, you could argue, but you're not black, you're mixed, but it's like, you're right, I'm mixed, but I'm also black because I'm mixed with. It's like, actually I am, because I literally, you know, have, I believe I do, because I look in the mirror, I have a few features, but they may not be as defined as, but they're still there. And I also have the DNA, because I literally took a DNA test where like the majority of the damn percentages are literally based upon countries that are mainly populated by black people, which you could also see like anywhere here, because I don't know, the little pop-up thing will appear. The point being, if you want to see the video, it'll be up there. And you know, it's like, my family is also pretty black. I come from the Dominican Republic, which everybody is pretty black, even though they don't want to admit it, but it's whatever. That's not my identity problem or my problem in general. But in general, yeah, I would like to know like you guys' opinions, but I would really ask you guys to like be kind and like respectful. And this question, I don't think it should be limited to only black people or people of color. You know, because like I feel like it's stupid, because like, again, you know, there are people who are lighter to the point of where they're fucking pale and they're still freaking black because they do have the features and they were born of, and their parents are black or whatever. Like, I have a friend, well, she's not, I know someone, she'll most likely know who she is if she sees the video. The point being that, like, yeah, I would like to see a lot of replies and like people discussing their opinions and stuff, but like, please be respectful, because you know, you need to understand that people have different opinions, and just because they differ from yours, it doesn't mean that you or them are wrong. It just means, you know, you guys have different opinions. It's better to agree to disagree than have a freaking, you know, world war down there. But yes, I think that would be all actually. But yeah, if you guys like the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Mwah.
I'ma show you how to treat me like a queen.